10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Let's see. What is today? Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't do any homework today. It is March 1st, 2023. I couldn't tell you what is happening on this day. I couldn't tell you anything that's in history. I couldn't tell you anything. I can tell you there's been pouring rain. I'm sure you guys been getting rain and snow, and it's freezing cold. And I just came in here and I see I got a puddle of water dripping on me, so I had to put a towel down here. So it's just been one of those days. So good thing we got a guest tonight. That's all I can say. Let's see. Look at that. Jedi Birdman. Yes, you're first. You won something. You won the privilege of being first. Why does my hat look like it's crooked in this thing? 1 Minute Man Adventures presents. All right, welcome. James F. What a hoot. Yes, welcome, James. Herb Cato, welcome. Paul, hello, Paul. Oh, man, this thing's disappearing faster than I can get up in there. Richard Duke, welcome. Terry Curry, Vendetta Prospecting, welcome. Uh-oh, I lost Darrell. He was there a moment ago. Now I just lost him. Oregon, MG Toe, welcome. Snow. Oh, Snow. Oh, I hate that. Karen McAfee. Hello, Karen. Darrell just popped back in. Craig Carter, welcome, Craig. So I've been sitting here waiting for UPS, and right when I'm about ready to go on, I hear him come in. So I had to hurry and start the show, run out there really quick, grab my package, and then come back in, and just in time. Richard B., welcome. And this is something really cool for when we're out exploring or when we're out filming. Darrell, you know what I got here? Oh, man, they really sealed this thing up good. I have another microphone, Darrell and Jedi, so I can have two people with the microphone going at the same time. That's pretty cool, huh? So I think that's what that is. Yeah. So it's another little microphone. Yay. That's pretty cool. I'm anxious about that. See how that works out. All right. So we had a prize wheel. Everything been sent out. Darrell keeps popping in and out. Let's just bring him in before we end up losing him altogether. Let's just get this show on the starting. How's that, John? Chris, welcome. Okay, add to the stream. There's Darrell. Hello, Darrell. How you doing?
Morning. Hi, Jack. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
All right. Okay. Yeah. It keeps popping in and out.
Yeah. Patty's Adventures. Welcome, Patty. All right. I know we got to deal with the this miserable weather and all of that, but hey, you look like an airplane pilot.
I look like an airplane pilot.
Yeah, you got the little microphone right there, you know.
Yeah, the last time we talked, I had it up on my head. I didn't even know it was a microphone.
All right.
Because I'm such computer literate.
Yeah, you're good enough. Yeah, that's cool. So what you been out doing? So you went out this morning and playing?
Oh yeah, absolutely, almost every day with
before
Robert.
the rains came?
Oh yeah, we were out this morning.
What
Anyways,
somebody said no video. Uh-oh. They lost the video? Lost
well,
you. Uh-oh. What happened? I
well,
see.
the weather is
Can
not
it says that they lost me. Can you guys hear okay? It's still showing I'm broadcasting. Uh oh, it's up. It's working. Wow, that's kind of weird. Wow. Okay, Doug Smith, I see you. Guy Carl, I see you. Okay, got it. Wow. I know there's some weird stuff. I've been seeing police cars and ambulances, sirens going racing by, so something's going on.
really.
Yeah, power's probably going down places. So hopefully, if we lose any power, bam, and we go in the dark, we'll just say, well, hey, it was a good show. So anyway, what you been doing, Darrell? Catch us up to par.
Uh, catch you up to par. Wow, you know. Anyways, me and Robert, we kind of discussed this, and I I think we're going to have another adventure with you here pretty soon after it quits raining. Okay.
Oh,
Anyways, about the treasure of Indian Butte.
oh,
Okay.
that's not
And
that's not another hole in the ground one then, huh?
no, but anyways, this goes back. This goes back before Robert. This is when me and John were prospecting back in July when it was 120.
Hmm.
Anyways, and we did it early in the morning until about 12 noon when it really got hot. But anyways, we found a really cool place. And I've been going back there. And then I took Robert, of course, and we've been going back there. And we're trying to figure out uh, what what it all means. Anyways, it's real close to Salome. Anyways, and uh, it might be connected to the lost Indian gold. I'm not sure,
Ooh,
you,
wow.
because well, because when you research Salome uh, in the books at the very beginning, it it talks about before the railroad was here, and there was just a uh, Indian uh, 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 trading post. There was just a trading post here in town, okay, and it's exactly where Don's Bar is on Highway 60 in downtown Salome, okay. In fact, when I first hit town, okay, I stopped in after I'd read a
Oh, you disappeared. You're buffering on me now. Darrell is buffering. He's gone. He disappeared. Uh, this weather has really hampered. He's gone. So hopefully we'll get him back. But he buffered and then he disappeared. Poof, just like that. So anyway, here he is. Pops back in here again. Let me get him back in here. I know we're going to deal
yeah,
with this. Okay, so there you are. Welcome back.
yeah, okay. So yeah, it's giving me havoc here because of the weather and my situation I'm in right now. But anyway, so so the old story here before the town was a town was there was a trading post here that they would trade with the Indians for blankets and food and guns and, and whatever they needed and everything else, and the Indians would bring in gold. Okay. Anyways, and this is in the books. Okay. Anyways, and it wasn't far from town. It was supposedly within a day and a half journey, and they kept trying to follow the Indians to where they were getting the gold, but that never happened. Anyways, so there is a gold mine somewhere within the vicinity, and it could be all the way to the base of the mountains to the north, or it could be east or west from Don's Bar. Anyways, and uh, so every time they tried to follow the Indians, of course, the Indians would lose them. Okay. Anyways, and so it could be connected to that. Don't know. Anyways, it's a, uh, uh, but it's there's a fairly modern petroglyph there at the Indian Butte. Okay, which you're gonna film. Okay, and then so me and John found that, and it's way up high on the butte too. I mean, almost out of reach from any human. Anyways, and so uh, we looked at it. So there's a petroglyph of a modern. This is like a modern petroglyph of us, like a saguaro cactus. Okay, and then just below it, there's like an all-seeing eye. And so me and John determined that we had to go over to the saddle of the butte. And then we did that, and we looked to the north, and we saw some other markings down below the butte. And so we went down there and looked at those markings and figured out that we had to go north. Anyways, and so we did. And then we started finding more signs. Anyways, and so we just followed the sign straight north. Okay, and not very far away. I mean, we're talking within a half a mile or so, and it took us to a old uh, prospect. Okay, for lots of beautiful quartz with that was heavily iron stained and everything. And sure enough, we found a monument there, and but I metal detected the area, and I didn't get anything. And me and John poked around in there and didn't find anything. So we turned around and came back. Okay, but this is when it was like 120 out there. We left in the early morning when it was only like 90. Anyways, and so by the time it got to be 120, it was time to go back to the truck and drink beer. Anyways, which we did, and then we went back to his house and drank even more beer.
That
Anyways,
happens in the summertime when it's hot.
yeah. Anyways, and so we did that, but I keep going back to it, and then finally, when Robert showed up, out of a lot of the different areas that I had already explored, I started taking Robert out to them and everything else. And so over a period of time, this is just one of those places that bothers us, that we feel that there is something that we've been missing. Okay. Anyways, and so that's we talked about, and we thought, well, this would be a good adventure for Jack, and you can film it. Okay, we don't, we don't have any stakes on it or anything like that, So,
Good. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Anyways, so and it's close by. Okay, so
I like that.
Yeah. So, anyways, there's all I can do is give it the name of the treasure of Indian Butte. Now I know the Indians used to hold powwows out at this butte because I ran into there was a couple girls that worked at the Salome market, when I got here, and they were Indian. And so, I love Indians, those- most of them, I've had bad circumstances with Indians. But anyway, but it doesn't deter me at all. So anyway, so I was talking to one of them, and she said, "Oh, you've got to meet my grandfather." So, and he lives someplace outside of Winton. And so finally, I ended up meeting him, and yeah, we talked a lot about it, and anyway, so I gained some information from him. Okay, and so that's naturally I started going on out there. That's what led me to the place. Anyways, so when me and Robert got to talking about it, where are we going to take Jack now? Well, we'll take him out to Indian Butte. Okay. Anyways,
Well,
so
why do I get involved with only special things and not all types of everything? How come there's got to be a discussion like, should we take him? I don't know. What do you think? Well, should I?
well, Jack, you love. I mean, you live to take videos. I mean, that's what you're all about. Anyways, so there's places that I don't know.
Well,
Every time,
well, you
every
can't
time
just.
we take Jack, he's going to start ripping out his camera.
Well, yeah. Well, you got to document. You can't just keep stuff private history that nobody knows about. You got to share it with the world.
Well, that's true, I suppose. Yeah,
You got to
that's
share your knowledge.
that's what I did with my book. And my 30 years of research in the Mojave Desert. Well, that didn't exactly fly, but I guess I'm somewhat famous for it. Now, I
Oh, you're
wasn't
you're
then.
you're famous,
So,
all right.
yeah.
Where is that book? You should be showing that book and selling them books right here. Man, I got people lined up wanting that book right here. They want to
Well,
buy it right now.
well, I don't sell the books. I used to sell the CDs on uh, eBay, and but I don't do that anymore. I just put it on Amazon. Okay, and and it's only a Kindle version. And so you'd have to yeah, and the Kindle version is only like $10. Okay, so it's
Oh, hey, I got a
n-
great idea then. I need the rights to your story and I will publish it and for the royalties. I'll give you a royalty.
you will.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have the book on my computer, and I also have it on a CD, so
Yeah.
I can give you this.
Oh, we lost him again. Okay, he'll be back in a little bit. So in the meantime, let me see where we left off at here. Robbie's music. Jack, play that guitar. You know what? I'd like to play the guitar for you, but Guy Carl, welcome. James F, welcome. James F, hear you guys. Darrell, buddy. Aliens. Doug Smith, James F. Let's see. I'm just going through here. See who's Jerry Prince, who's jumping in here. Mike Bush, what's up? Wayne Peterson. Darrell is the best. Could listen to him for hours. He's got a lot of good knowledge. He does. Steve Peasley. Hey there, Steve. How the hell you guys doing? Where you at now? Back there in Florida? Buzzard said all you need is a can of beans and a number two shovel. That's very true. Oh, there he is. Let me get him back in. There he is again. Hello. Good to see
Yeah.
you back again.
Okay. So I have my little card here. If I can put it up on the screen, hopefully somebody can see this. Okay. I don't know if that's going to show right or not. Oh, wait a minute. It might be upside down. Let's see. It is. It is upside down. I'm taking it back. Okay. I all new to this stuff. Okay.
Oh,
So
read my book on Amazon, The Return of the Giant Serpent by Darrell Lane.
yeah.
Okay, so you can go to Amazon and search that.
Yeah. And more pictures and info at treasurenet.com. Okay. And then there's a YouTube video. It's actually on page 11, I think, now. Okay. Anyways, and that YouTube video is by Terry Carter, my buddy Terry Carter, who interviewed me about it. Okay. And so it's all on the same thing. And of course, I got a lot of pictures, color pictures, you know, that came out of my book. Plus, later on, okay, because I found other stuff after I did the book. Okay. Anyways, and so, you know, it's all about ancient civilizations and the Aztecs and the super ancient city that's on top of this mountain, Black Mountain in Kern County, California. And I explored it for over 30 years, and almost died several times.
If I hung out with you more, I could write your life story. Or I'd write my life. I'd write my life story, and you would just be in it a lot.
Oh, you can sure whatever you want to do. Okay, hey, I'm I'm 72 years old. I'll be 73 in July. Okay, everybody around my age, they're unfortunately are kicking off. Things like that. I don't know how much time I got left. So I just do what I have to do to survive. And so if it's just like my grandmother's lost mine in the superstitions. Well, so my buddy.
Oh, he left again. He's buffering. So let's see. What's the name? We'll get the name of his book, The Lost Serpent, or something like that. It's called there you go. Thank you, Paul. The Return of the Giant Serpent is the name of the book. I guess you can only get it on Kindle, on Amazon. Tell him to clean out his cache. That might help some on the buffering. I think it's the service. It's just the power. It's lack of power. We're under heavy rains right now. It's been raining. I got puddles all over the camp. Found out where the leaks are leaking at here in my office, in here in the clubhouse. So I'm going to have to get on the roof and seal some more leaks up, I guess. But internet's probably not all that great coming through in the cloud cover. So, but we will tell him to do that. Said it was on YouTube also. I don't know. I think it's just something that's on YouTube. MindLab censorship. You got that right, guy. I believe that. We'll see if he'll come back. Driving from Pine Island to Bonita Springs, Florida. Man. I saw something on the other day from Florida where some woman got eaten by an alligator in Florida, walking her dog, and the alligator came out and grabbed her and pulled her under. I'd rather deal with snakes out in the desert rather than alligators up in Florida. Mike Duffy, hey, snowing again. I saw it snowing. It's got to quit because I'm planning on coming up there next week. So it better quit snowing real soon. Darrell, I think, is trying to come back. He popped in. Paul J. Conroy Sr. Ouch, that had to be Missy. He's buffering again. He come back, but he's buffering again. They said clean out your cache, Darrell. He's not computer literate though, so he wouldn't know how to do all of that. So John McAfee. Hello, John. How the hell you doing, buddy? New ice age coming to Arizona. Thanks, Al Gore, for fighting global warming. Yes, thank you. It's. I had to drive into town today, go to the post office, and it was only 48 degrees. It was cold. That is freezing cold. I got a heater on right here, and it doesn't even seem to help. I need like a good heater right underneath my desk right here, just something just to grab a hold of you and give you some good old heat. That's what I need, under the desk heater and under the desk heater. There's Darrell again. Oh, he's got to do important stuff.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Everybody missed you while you were gone.
Yeah. Well, it's going in and out. I can't control the airwaves.
I understand. It's not windy here, John. It's tornado. No, it's not windy. So this book, Old Wood Stoles were good. So this book, they can go to, people's been asking about the book. It was a serpent. Somebody said what it was called, where they can go get it at.
Well, The Return of the Giant Serpent. You can only get one place, and that's on Amazon, and it's a Kindle book. And you can review the first, 4 or 5 pages for free to see if you're interested in it. Okay. It only costs like $10. Okay. I mean, if I did the Amazon published books on demand, okay, those books would cost $50, $60, $70, okay? Anyways, because there's color pictures throughout and everything else. Anyways, so I didn't do anything like that, okay? I just made it available so when I would talk about this stuff, okay, and people would tell me that I was full of it, okay, I could say, okay, here it is. Here's the proof, okay?
Okay, anyway. So Craig Carter just posted The Return of the Giant Serpent, Kindle edition. It's $9.99 on Amazon Kindle. So there you guys go. Thanks, Craig.
Yeah.
Claude Hopper, Michael Berry. Berry is in the house. Okay. So there you go, man. I'm leaking right here. I've got this towel down. I hope all of a sudden the ceiling doesn't just like cave in on me. And dang range,
Yeah.
But I see it's tearing apart, and over by the skylight, it's leaking over there too. It really came down. We had some heavy rains there for a little bit, man. It was pouring. I got puddles all over the yard out there.
Well, I don't have any puddles as far as I know in my motorhome, but one never knows. I try to ignore the inconveniences.
No, I understand.
So long as I got beer and smokes and a little bit of food, I'm okay.
You're good to go.
I'm good to go.
I understand.
Yeah.
Understand that. Man. Oh, dang. Rains. What's up with this? Anyway, so that's our adventure. That's our next adventure.
Treasure of Indian Butte.
Treasures of Indian Butte.
Yeah. Okay, and cool. you have probably passed it many, many times, Anyways, and lots of people have probably passed it many, many times. That's how I find this stuff, because most people are oblivious to what is in front of their eyes or along the road, that type of thing. That's I have this peculiar way of finding this stuff, and it's mostly through observation. Okay, I do a lot of observation.
We lost him again. We lost him again. Craig says there's two Indian Butte locations. What are you showing, Craig, for Indian Butte locations? Uh, do you show one for Siloam area? Let's see. And poof, he was gone. Just like that. Magic. Oh, it says I got an unread message now. Okay. Yes, Paul, come on down. I need your help. I need your help, man. Yeah, I need a roofer. I paid somebody to come in and fix this a while back, few years ago. But I guess he didn't know when it rained if it was going to do anything. Buck Rackley, hello. Keep the water off the electric lines. Wouldn't want to watch you barbecue. No, I'm just seeing these drops coming down, and I've got this towel there. It's opening up a seam. Oh. Okay, so
here's what I found.
What? Chow. I don't care what. I'm not asking you to find anything. Okay. One northeast of Phoenix and one south of Phoenix. They're not those. This, I think, the one you're talking about is back there behind Don's Market, right?
What's that? What?
The Indian Butte you're talking about, isn't it like going up in the pass behind the?
No. It's like you're going on your way to the dump.
Yeah, that's behind Napa and that.
Oh, well, yeah, it could be. I don't know. I'm just saying, if you ever, take your trash to the dump,
Oh,
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday,
Well,
yeah,
you got two dumps. You got the dump going over into Wyndon, and you've got the old dump that's behind Napa.
Okay, well, then it's behind Napa, or
Well, that's not a dump. That's the old dump where people go out and look for bottles and stuff.
No. I'm talking about the new refuse dump. You go down the main street and you hit some other street and you turn left where the VFW is. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, me and Robert just had
Okay.
dinner over there just the other day. Anyways, you turn left where the VFW is, and you follow that road, and it winds around and takes you to the refuse dump.
I didn't know they had a dump. I didn't know they had a new dump. But that's how you get out to that place at Indian Springs.
Yeah. It's not Indian Springs.
I know, but that's how you get out that way, though.
Okay, well, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
You probably
anyways,
know this.
Sounds good. I'm ready.
Yeah. Okay. So,
okay.
Anyways, you'll like it 100%. Okay.
All right,
so,
I'm ready. Let's go. Another adventure. I love the adventures.
Okay. So, anyways, and so there, there's quite a bit to film there. Yeah. Once you see this, okay, you'll understand that there's got to be something else there. Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, and so and like I said, we went straight. It leads you straight to this old digging, this old prospect. Okay. And it looks really good. It looks very good. Okay. And in fact, I took samples there. Okay. And brought the samples back. It's beautiful little yellow crystal quartz in there and everything else. And I ground them up and I painted them and I got a couple colors. Yeah, that's true. Okay. But it's, it's so low pay, you won't even screw with it, but there's something else there. Okay. And it's going to require some prospecting to find it. Okay. Anyways. And so anyways, you'll see when we take you out there.
That's cool. Richard Duke, it is a secret location. Hey,
yeah.
Don D says, I remember Terry Carter vid on your city in Karn County. Detectors said it was old movie set. Very interesting story, DL. God bless you.
Okay, so he saw the Terry Carter video, I guess.
in Kern County?
Yeah, it's in Kern County. Yeah, absolutely. Anyways, it all starts out when I'm 13 years old and I hear this ghost story when I'm a kid, when I'm hunting with my uncle and my cousins. And it's a great story. I remembered it uh, almost exactly, and then, but I didn't have any stock in it. I'm just a kid. I'm only 13 years old at the time. But then later, after I get out of the service, I go to work at this Buick car agency in Redondo Beach. And anyways, and so these two guys that become friends of mine, Bones and Gene, they are partners in a tungsten mine in Mojave Desert. And so I start spending my lunches with them. Uh, they had a lunchroom there at inside the agency, and so I started spending my lunches with them. Well, they told me a key point, or they mentioned a key point about the story that I had heard when I was 13 years old about stone chairs. And so that's when I became very interested. And so I um, cajoled with them, and finally I got invited to go to their tungsten mine and see the operation. And they told me that they would take me to the twin stone chairs. Anyways, and because it was a secret, and then they didn't want it to get it let out. Anyways, and so I went to their tungsten mine, and they had a caretaker there, old Jim, and who was a great guy. Anyways, and so I got the grand tour of the mine, and I got to go inside the mine, and then did a bunch of stuff for the first day on Saturday, and then they had an old bunkhouse that had a ghost in it, and we stayed in the bunkhouse, and then the following day on Sunday, uh, we climbed into a Jeep and took a ride uh, north of their mining claim, and we drove on up the backside uh, through Sheep Springs to the backside of Black Mountain to where the road ends up there, and uh, the road probably doesn't exist anymore today. But anyway, so we went on up there, and then we hiked for quite a ways up the mountainside, and they took me to these twin stone chairs, and which they had hidden in brush, and then they pulled the brush out, and voila, there it was. And that's what starts my story off. Okay. That's when I realized it was all true. Everything that I had heard about in 1963, uh, and then with Bones and Gene taking me there, I'd realized that this part of the whole story was true. And that's what it became an obsession with me. And so over a long period of years, I would attack the mountain from the west side because I couldn't get in. I couldn't get in the backside. I didn't have a Jeep to get in from the backside, so I attacked it uh, 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 from the west side. Okay, I had a '67 Galaxy car, one wheel drive, and I had to go through sandy washes. I had to dig myself out lots of different times. Anyways, I had to acclimate myself on the desert, you know, and so I started attacking the mountain from the west side, and I started finding lots of very, very interesting stuff. And then in 1985, I found even more exciting stuff. And then through I was working at Fox building maintenance down in Orange County in Fullerton, and I had a really good friend that worked for us. Okay, I was nighttime general manager, and I had a bunch of supervisors and Mexican buddies and that were supervisors. Anyway, so one of the guys was he was a Mexican. He was a full blown American Indian. Okay, of the Chimavavis. Okay, anyways, but his grandfather was a I can't remember what sect of tribes he was with. But anyways, he had shown he had worked with Frank Fish. Okay, and Frank Fish. Okay, if you're a treasure hunter, you know who Frank Fish was. Okay, treasure hunter extraordinaire. Okay, anyways, and that was mysteriously found dead in 1963, shot in the skull in his trailer in Amador City, California. Anyways, and so, but so this grandfather Indian had worked for Frank Fish and located some springs that for Frank Fish and some other treasure hunters connected to Frank Fish, and they found them just outside of the town of Mojave. And anyways, and so this friend of mine took me to see grandfather, and it was on the Chimabobby Indian Reservation. And so, anyways, so at first he did not want to talk to me because I was a white guy. And but I'm a different kind of white guy. And I always come loaded. Okay, so I had lots of pictures and everything else, and so I started going through my big spiel and showing him pictures, and finally he relented and he told me, okay, to he instructed me on uh, a camera, okay, to get, okay, a wide angle 35 millimeter camera, okay, tripod, everything, all that jazz. And then he instructed me on where to go to take my picture, which was Robber's Roost, okay, of where Frank Fish had found bandit treasure back in the 1950s. And so I went there, okay, and I had like I said, I had like a full set of instructions of what I was going to do, and this was on the summer solstice, and so I was going to be within uh, uh, 15, 20, 25 yards from where Frank Fish had found treasure at, okay, and I would be pointing the camera to the east towards Black Mountain, and I was to wait for shadows to form. Okay, the last 2 hours of the evening, and then that's how I took this picture of this gigantic, uh, giant serpent with wide open jaws that comes out of this canyon. Okay, that swallows the sun in its setting. And that's my picture. And so, and that's just, you go to my book, you'll see the picture, of course. Okay. Throughout the book, I show you the picture many, many times. And there's other things in this picture if you happen to look close. Okay. So if you take the picture and blow up the picture, you're going to see giant Spanish crosses in the heart of the mountain with uh, uh, Spanish symbols, treasure symbols surrounding the cross. Anyways,
Yeah.
and that's in the heart of the mountain, and then just above the crosses, you're going to see a wolf's head, okay, or wolf's face that looks directly west, okay. And anyways, and so I talk about all this stuff in my book, okay. Anyways, and then uh, there's other things within this picture that uh, are part of the ancient civilizations. Okay, Tanit is the moon goddess, the Carthage moon goddess, with Baal, her husband. That's the sun god. Okay, and make no mistake what I'm talking about. Okay, this mountain is so damn ancient. Okay, we're talking about thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years old. Okay, and anyways, and so there is really, truly an ancient city carved out of rock, out of olivine basalt rock on this mountain, okay? And there are hundreds of ruins out there, okay? Hundreds, maybe thousands of ruins out there, and including a pyramid that's out there. And this area was found by American prospectors in the 1880s, and uh, it was that information was published within the National Registry books of the National Park Service. Okay, and I had all of those books all the way on up to the 1960s. Okay, anyways, but there was these prospectors had related uh, their findings to the uh, old and great San Francisco Call newspaper in San Francisco, and the San Francisco Call formed two expeditions to the mountain in 1897, and you can find those articles on the internet. Okay, I of course naturally I have the links to those websites. Okay, but other researchers, if you're a good researcher and you're diligent in your research, you'll find them. Okay, anyways, and so it's been known about ever since the 1890s. Okay, well, guess what? Okay, here we are throughout all of my explorations and everything else. Archaeologists have been keeping this whole place a secret. Okay, and they still keep it a secret today. Okay, why? It's because there's treasure there, big treasure beyond belief.
How come we're not there?
It's tough country, believe me. It's real tough country. I almost died several, probably 5 or 6 times there. I've been shot at, and people have tried to kill me and stuff like that. Anyways, but it's 100% verifiable if you know which records to go to and everything else. I put some of those records within my book, okay, from the Southern California Coast Archaeological Quarterlies and things like that. And there's other cities surrounding this area. Some of them are within China Lake Naval Reserve, okay, which is very hard to get to, okay. I've been to some of these places, but of course I had to trespass, okay, and you don't want to get caught, so
Hey, isn't China Lake by what is that, Ridgecrest?
yes,
Okay.
By Ridgecrest. Absolutely, 100%. Anyways, so, but I have other friends in that immediate area, okay, that have found other related ancient structures. Is I'll say that, okay, and I also have cousins, close cousins, okay. In fact, so close. Where I live on my cousin's place here in Salome, okay, and her brother lives up in Onyx, which is in the Kernville Valley area, which is very, very, very close to the mountain. Okay, off of Walker Pass, 178. Anyways, and he when he was younger, of course, he used to run the bear hunting out there with his Indian buddies, his Paiute Indian buddies. Okay, and some of his Paiute Indian buddies are my Paiute Indian buddies, and so you know, you know, uh, uh, we're white guys and we're running around with the Indians. Okay, anyways, because we're different. Okay, anyways, and so there was lots of information shared between all of us. Okay, anyways, and so yeah, so uh, Black Mountain is it's uh, it's comparable to like uh, it's older than anything that I have found in Mexico or Latin America. Okay, I think Black Mountain was the model for all of the uh, civilizations in Mexico and South America. Okay. Okay. Anyways, and it's been long and forgotten and everything else. Well, I think it's it's also the corner of Otzland. Okay, what they call Otzland. Okay, and which is really a very, very larger area of the American Southwest. This is the very corner of Otzland. And so where I live is Otzland, as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Okay. I think Otzland takes in a lot of Arizona and a lot of Utah and parts of Nevada, of course. Okay. Anyways, so, and, anyways, so this is all part of Otzland, but the mountain itself is the corner of it. Okay. Anyways, and so it's significant for serious researchers, okay, that want to find stuff like Montezuma's treasure. Okay, you've heard of that. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, and I'm a strong believer that it is in Utah. Okay. Anyways, and the mountain, okay, is a signpost, a uh, of part of the map to lead you into these other ancient civilizations if you know how to read this stuff. Anyways, I have generated lots of maps on this stuff by all my friends. My other friends that I don't talk about, they have these maps that I generated, and I don't carry this stuff around with me. People have tried to kill me for a lot of this stuff. So I get rid of that stuff. So anyway, so and so I just you know, I'm a prospector. You don't but yeah, I know a lot about this stuff, but like I said, I don't do it anymore. I'm an old man now, so I just you know.
Now you just take me along with you to document it.
Well, we'll go to try to find the treasure of Indian Butte.
Okay, I'm ready to that.
Yeah.
The
Anyways.
yeah, there's somebody said in here. They said Oh, I don't know where that went. Let's see who we got in here. Let me see what we missed. Indiana Gold Getter, Scotty, Billy, Arizona Prospector, uh, Indy. Let's see, Willie Shiny Gold, William James, Michael Berry, Mike Bush. Okay, so oh, there he goes again. He's buffering. He's buffering and then he's gone. Man, these headphones are driving me insane. So we'll see if we get him back. What were we talking about? We were talking about treasures. So we went up the other day or last week, whatever it was. He's gone. Maybe we'll get him back here. And we were, I don't know. He's got a lot of treasure stories. He's got more stories than he's got more stories to tell than there are chins in a Chinese phone book. Put it that way. T-Rep Adventures. Hello. He's full of stories, man. We could have enough filmage to live on YouTube from now until they run out of Bush beer.
Yeah.
Or what kind of beer that is. Natural light beer. But
Yeah, natural light. Yeah, it's a
what was
I
he
thought it,
talking about? Lake Isabella. Lake Isabella is in California too.
yeah.
What was he talking about around Lake Isabella? I used to have a mining claim by Lake Isabella, right by the power station there on Kern River.
On the Kern River. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was years ago.
My my dad actually worked on his uncle's ranch that was in the base of where Lake Isabella is now. That was old before the lake was.
Yep, there he goes again. He's gone again. Just like that. Poof. He's magic. Buffers, and then he's gone. We have a family treasure we're looking for up there from the 1900s. Cool. There's a lot of treasures out there. You got to figure, I mean, back in those old days, nobody put their stuff in banks. They didn't trust the banks, so they hid everything. And there's a lot of stuff still to be left to be found. And that's just in our time, from the old timers. And then you go back even further from, clear back in the Indian times and stuff. So there's a lot of treasures out there. I'll never
Yes.
swim the Kern River again. We have a family treasure looking for up there from the 1900s. Cool the mundo. Lots of treasure. So we're on a treasure hunt.
This thing keeps popping in and out. I don't know how long it's raining again. I don't know how long I'm going to be able.
I know you said you was only going to be good for an hour or so.
Well, I have plenty of battery power, but the gods are not cooperating. Okay, so
I know that feeling because I've got rain here too. I didn't think that I would even be able to get on, and I keep seeing pieces of the ceiling dropping around me, and it's like this stuff right here, this white whatever you call it, stucco or whatever this is. It's falling down all around me. I'm waiting for this whole piece of sheetrock. Boom!
Yeah.
There's a seam of it going right along there.
Yeah.
It's dripping.
So we used to go to Kern River when I was a kid.
There he goes again. We got him in pieces, it's like good question, Billy AZ. We'll have to wait till he comes back. There he is. He came back. There he is. He's back again. Okay. Ta-da. Okay. Hey, Billy says, do you know of any gold lode deposits that are northeast of Lake Isabella?
Yes.
But they're secret.
Well, They could be. I don't know. You know. Uh, Anyways, what I was going to say before I rudely got cut off was we used to go when I was a kid because my dad was associated with that area. Anyways, we used to go fishing and everything else, but well, we'd go on up to Camp 3 and go camping on Camp 3 all the time. And at Camp 3, 2 different times, I drowned in the Kern River. The first time my Uncle Tommy pulled me out. Okay, that's my cousin that lives here in Siloam. That's her dad. And
there he goes again. And he's gone. Okay, we will start calling him Casper then. You're right about that there, Paul. That's his new nickname, Casper. I'd go play a commercial, but then he would come back and he'd be wondering where everybody was. So then he's gone. And he's back again. Okay. Here's Casper. I say, next time you disappear, I'm going to go to a commercial.
I'm not in control of this, okay? I'm here, but I'm not here.
Well, I know when you start talking of spiritual stuff, weird things happen.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much my line too, unfortunately.
I keep seeing something moving behind you. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, well, that's, well, I'll explain it some other day. I kind of have well, anyways, look, if you go to my book on page 115, you'll see a cowboy picture of me, okay? And look closely of what's in the cowboy picture, okay? It's from 1980, okay? Anyways, when I was a cowboy out in Shalem, okay? Anyways, a friend of mine took this picture of me. He came on up to visit and for a couple of days, and he took this picture of me and my dog, Patience. And anyways, there's something else in the picture, okay, that, seeing is believing, okay? That picture is also on TreasureNet, okay? It's in my book on page 115. It's on TreasureNet. Anyways, and it's an orb, okay? And this orb saves my life in 1974, okay? Unfortunately, or not unfortunately, but fortunately for me, it stays with the rest of my life. So it's always with me, okay? But it doesn't show up to people. I mean, it's one of those crazy things you don't really want to talk about, but it's absolutely true. Anybody that really knows me, okay?
Well, we know that the orb keeps making you disappear. We know that. Poof. And he's gone. Okay. I said I was going to play a commercial when he disappeared again. So let me play this commercial, folks, and we'll be right back.
ICMJ's Prospecting and Mining Journal is the only monthly gold prospecting magazine published in the United States and is the most comprehensive and respected magazine about gold prospecting on the market today. With readers in all 50 states, it features articles on detecting, high banking, dredging, small-scale operations, assaying, basic geology, how to read the land, regulations, and more. Our monthly Ask the Experts column is answered by true experts. It features answers to readers' questions on processing, detecting, geology, and any other questions you may have related to finding and recovering gold and other precious metals. The Mining Journal features the most extensive selection of equipment, mining properties, services, and more, and a classified section featuring over 20 times more new and used items than the nearest competitor. The Mining Journal has been in continuous publication since 1931. A full 12 issues is available for just $27.95, and discounts are available for 2- and 3-year subscriptions. And an online subscription gives you access to over 3,000 articles going back nearly 20 years. Our purpose is to teach you how to find more gold. ICMJ's Prospecting and Mining Journal is the tool you need to succeed. It's time to raise your gold prospecting knowledge to the next level with ICMJ's Prospecting and Mining Journal. Give us a call at 831-479-1500 or visit www.icmj.com. That's www.icmj.com.
The picture with orb is on page 144 in the current Kindle version of the book.
Okay, all right. Maybe it's on 144 in my.
Craig must have went and got the book.
Okay, all right, okay. So
Todd, hello, Todd. Hey there, Jack. I'll be back over soon to go over adventure with you and Darrell. All right. Okay.
Okay. Oh, Todd. Yeah, I kept trying to. I kind of lost track of Todd. So. Anyway.
We got another adventure. We love adventures. Yeah, baby, I love adventures.
Yeah.
Bring them on.
Yeah.
If you got an adventure, we're there.
Well, I think Robert is kind of coordinating another adventure, but we'll talk to you about that at another time. Anyways, but it's be a good adventure. Okay. Anyways, so
So you're rich now because Craig Carter purchased your Kindle book. So now you're rich.
I'm rich. Oh yeah, sure. Okay. Well, anyways, actually, none of that money goes to me. It goes to a small charity. Anyways, and so yeah.
Bring them on. Yes, that's right. Todd, bring them on. We love adventures. Adventures is what we live for. Anybody got adventure? We're there. We're like the adventure hunters. Oh, the adventure hunters. Yeah.
So, anyways, what else was I going to talk about? I don't know. Anyways,
you were talking about that orb. It keeps flying around behind you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, anyway, so yeah, well, it's my guardian angel type of thing. Okay. I don't talk about it a lot, especially on a forum like this. I only
I know.
My friends know, it does communicate with me often, and even sometimes even when my friends are around me, what the hell is it? What's that sound?
Especially after you've been drinking a lot, it really communicates with you.
It's enough to drive you to drink for a little while, okay, until you fully recognize what's happening, okay. But it's saved my life many times. Anyways, but
I'm sure everybody's got guardian angels.
I'm sure most people do have one. Okay, it's just whether they recognize they have one or not. Anyways,
Okay, so Craig Carter also just said the orb story is on YouTube. Terry Carter's video from 3 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
Look at that, Craig Carter, man. He's just becoming a wealth of knowledge there, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyways, and so supposedly, okay, so. Got this other story, okay? My dad's mother.
Oh, no, there's another one. Now, Minuteman Adventure says he bought a book. You're going to have to sign it now. Wow. Look at that, man. You're just selling right and left.
You signed my book I bought. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, so.
Okay.
So my dad's mother, when my dad was a little boy, okay, it's another big long story. Terry Carter, my buddy, okay, supposedly working on a YouTube video telling, you know, this whole story. Okay. Anyways, and he was down just a month ago. Okay, and me and Terry and another fella, Mike, uh, Lockwood, and Robert. Okay, me and Robert. Okay, we all went out to Apache Junction to try to find my grandmother's lost gold mine in the Superstitions, which is somewhat, you know, more or less connected to the Lost Dutchman mine. Uh, it's actually an old Mexican mine. Anyways, um, and it's another involved tale that I grew up with ever since I was a little boy. I knew about it, but after my grandmother died, all of the records and everything went to my mom, who's a genealogist, who was a genealogist. She's passed on. Anyways, so I inherited all of this stuff, but ever since I was a little boy, I wanted to go look for Grandma's lost mine. Well, then, 1963, I hear about this ghost story about Black Mountain, and that kind of, uh, uh, overtakes me for a little while. And then when I get out of the service, I'm thinking about going to look for Grandma's lost mine. Okay, well, my grandma is still alive. Okay, she didn't die until 1976. Anyways, but I'm thinking about going to look for her lost mine, and but the mountain, Black Mountain, that obsession takes me over, and so I never ever go to Arizona. I only go to Arizona one time in my life, and I go out to a butte out next to Florence. Okay, just to look at something which is in the National Registry, which deals with the mountain. Okay. Anyways, and so that's where I end up in Florence to wherever I find my information, I go. Okay. And I went to Mexico 5 times. Okay. To just so I could stand. Okay, on top of the Pyramid of the Sun, because the Pyramid of the Sun is connected with the mountain. Okay, you have to read the book to understand what I'm all talking about. Okay, anyways, all has to do with the northwest corner. Okay, and the cave that the archaeologists found in 1976, I think. Anyways, and that report is in my book. Okay, anyways, and so. Anyways, there's lots of places I traveled all around the American Southwest and Mexico, okay, just to gain further knowledge about what I was dealing with at the mountain. Anyways, and so I logged in lots of miles, and of course I got cousins in almost every state, you know, and good friends, old good friends. Uh, and I would stay with everybody wherever I traveled through, Anyway, so I got some Mormon cousins, and I got some Indian cousins. I got cousins of all kinds. Anyways, and so uh, anyway, so I did a lot of research, but I went to the mountain hundreds of times, and of course took thousands of pictures. I took way over 4,000 pictures. But by the time I wrote my book, and you know, I barely graduated out of high school, which I talk about in my book. Anyways, and so I didn't know how to write a book. Okay, so by the time I ended up writing my book, and by the end of 1999, then it was the size of a congressional bill And so I had to edit it all down to the basic story of it and everything else. Well, when I got it all done, I put it in manuscript form, and the first manuscript that came off the press, I sent to the Library of Congress to get copyrighted. And then the other manuscripts, I made $10,000 worth of manuscript books up. And then I gave them, I started freely giving them out to family and friends and some of my very close friends. And because the dedication in the first pages are to my family and friends. Okay. That made me me. Okay. Anyways, and so I was passing out these manuscript books, and anybody that asked me to send them a book, I would send them a book. Okay.
Send me a book.
Yeah. Anyways, and so, well, I don't have them anymore. but anyway, so I did. And Terry Carter was the recipient of one of my first books. Okay. And along with other friends, Bob Groff, he's not only a very good friend, but he's also a cousin now. Anyways, so a lot of these books went out to a wide variety of people that are interested in this type of stuff. Okay. Anyways, and so
okay.
yeah.
You know what, Darrell? I just want to show you something, okay?
Okay.
Here's a book. See, this says In Search of Buried Treasures, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. And see who it's written by?
Jack Tucker.
So, and just to show you, let's see, where is this? This was copyrighted 2008.
Okay.
So what that just goes to show you was I've been looking for treasures for a long time.
I know you have. I know. We talked about this at the very beginning when I first hit Salome and I came and saw you. Do you remember that?
Yeah, does that look like a sighting rock?
Yeah. I'd like to get that book too. And you never offered it to me. How much is it?
I only sell them on Amazon. No.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well,
no, I only like did up 100 of them or a couple hundred of them.
okay.
And,
okay.
I mean,
Well,
yeah, they're rare. If you wanted a copy, I'd give you a copy of it.
okay. Okay. Well, I'm happy to purchase it. Okay. As long as you sign it. All right. Okay.
Anyways.
Okay. Good. Okay. Well, put one aside for me. Okay. It's a sale.
Well, no, like I say,
All right.
I just I'll give you one of these.
All right. Okay.
But,
now, yeah. So if you actually wanted to publish my book, okay, yeah, that would be okay. I'd have to look through my storage around here. I got one on CD someplace. I'll give you. You can copy till your heart's content off that thing. Okay.
Dear Diary, today I ran into Darrell Lane, and life has never been the same since. On day one, oh, include a sticker. Yeah, I'll even put a sticker in there.
Oh, sticker! I guess sticker. Good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get more stickers, man. These I only got a few left there.
Yeah.
So okay. Anywho, so we can start wrapping things up here.
All right.
Darrell, I could listen to you all week. I'll be getting your book. Have to go. Great show again. Thanks, Terry. Uh, all you got to do is just keep following on YouTube because this next video that will be out Saturday morning, of course, that's Darrell's in there too, and Robert. We're out trying to do some other mystery.
Oh,
So we
yeah,
will continue
that's
to what?
that's the Mad Hatter ride.
Yeah, that's a Mad Hatter ride. That'll be out this weekend.
That, yeah, you got me on that one, man.
Yeah. Oh, Todd wants a copy of the book too. Man, I may have to make some more copies. This is about, what is this about? This book is about some treasures. Actually, it talks about the Wickenburg Massacre
Okay,
and how I tried to find that treasure.
okay.
And then it talks about,
I actually know something about that. Okay, and
okay.
a
So,
canyon. Okay, in there. Okay, and a guy that actually found it but did not take anything. And this guy is a friend of mine and told me exactly where to go. But I
okay.
haven't made it up there, so I don't
Oh,
know.
well, we'll have to collaborate on that one too,
Okay, all right.
because I've got my feelings, and then it talks about Collins Well, and then it talks about some buried treasures from the Japanese, and then it talks about cans. When you find old cans and can dumps of how to date cans
Yeah,
and stuff like that, of dating cans, of how
yeah,
to date them.
yeah. Okay, so I
Anyway,
wanted to I wanted to tell you that me and Robert were at a place today. Okay, and it's difficult to get to because it's permission wise and everything else. Okay, but that's the little movie I sent to you about the other hole with Robert.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Anyways, and it's a very, very interesting place, and mine's galore in there.
Ooh, another hole mystery.
Yeah. Anyways, but maybe we can cajole the person that holds the permission to get in there, to get back in there. So,
All right, let's go do her. I love a good mystery.
all right. So,
All
anyways,
right. Anyway,
okay.
so we will plan to do that then. Oh, that's right. I do got a club meeting tomorrow night. Minuteman Adventure is going to. Oh, I'll have to see if I got one of them books. You may have to get an older one. I know I got. I may have to put some more together. I think I still got more I could put together, but man, Stephen wants one. Holy mackerels! I'm selling books now. I'm going in the book business. To heck with videos. I'm going book. No.
Yeah. Good boy.
A story. Kind of like how when I was a kid growing up, I used to write like short stories and that, and I always wanted a book published one day because I kind of thought that would be my legacy, something I'd leave behind for my kids. So they would have like, oh, here's Dad and his book that he wrote, type thing. And
Yeah.
then when the internet came along and you could do videos and stuff like that, well, to heck with writing anymore. Now it's all about videoing.
Yeah.
So it's a
Yeah.
lot easier to video than
Yeah.
it is to.
Yeah. Anyways, and so my book has never been formally published, or I self-published it myself. I wrote all of it on a typewriter and included all of my pictures and everything else, But I put it all together, and then I decided, well, some publisher will probably pick this up and, pay me a king's ransom to get it. Okay, which of course it never happened. but it's out there, And it's all true. Okay. You know, I'm one of those guys that uh, uh, if you don't like the truth, you don't want to read it. Okay. You know, that's all I do is, you know, I tell it true, and a lot of people don't like the truth. Okay. So, you know, anyways, so yeah, that's it. That's all I gotta say.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have to print up some more books. Man, now Paul, Richard, man, I'm going to have to print some more books up here, and man, I may just be going into the book business.
Yeah, well, save me one.
I will. Let me see. Let me see if there's a cost in these books here. Let's see. Uh, it's got my last story in here. Oh, how much did you sell your books for? These were back in 2008, 1995, each book plus $4 shipping on first book and $2 each additional book. Wow. This one I lived in Wickenburg. And I even had an email address called In Search of Buried Treasures. Wow. Huh.
Oh,
My old phone number's in here. Holy mackerels. Things have changed a lot since then. Wow.
yeah. I just thought of something. Robert's going to be mad at me because I didn't tell him about this treasure that I knew.
Uh-oh. Wayne. Well, you know what? I never know about half the treasures. And I'm your documentee.
Yeah.
Or documenter.
Yeah.
Ever how you say. I'm the one that follows you for the life story. Told through my eyes.
Well, anyway, so we'll get to it, okay? As long as I'm alive, we'll get to it, okay? You know, I'm trying to somehow get through this summer. The summers are horrible here, you know. Anyway,
Yeah.
so and
Okay.
so,
No, we can get through the summer. I like summers actually. I enjoy summer. You just don't go out at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
right, yeah,
You go out
absolutely,
early in the morning.
yeah, right. But you know, my situation's a little bit different because I'm living in an old, decrepit motor home that really should be condemned.
Just get another air conditioner.
Yeah, air conditioner. Well, yeah, if you have electricity, and I don't, you know. So
Oh, well then that yeah, okay, then that's a
yeah,
different story.
yeah.
Get a bigger
So
generator.
yeah. Well, I have a generator, but it doesn't put out. It quit putting out electricity. So and I don't know what
You need
I
to borrow
I
I got a
yeah.
generator you can borrow.
It's it's a new generator, but for some reason it quit putting out electricity, and that's why I'm doing this basically in the dark. And anyways, I gotta get it fixed. But you know, who do you go to in the area that can fix this stuff? Nobody. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that guy down there that I told you about down there in Gladden fixes stuff like that.
where?
Gladden.
Oh, in Gladden. Oh, that guy. Yeah, and I kept wanting to go see him and talk to him
You need
too.
to. Yes, you need to go talk to him.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
got a lot of stories and a ton of pictures
yeah,
that
I'm
he
going to
could
have to
show you.
look him up.
Yes.
Yeah, without
I
a
think
doubt. So,
I think his
well,
name was Brian, if I remembered right, but I'm not sure.
okay. Well, I'll get the info on off you when next time
Yeah.
I see you, which should be soon.
Which hopefully real soon if we're going to go on another adventure.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
100%. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, good.
We'll let you go to bed, and we'll talk to you soon. Hey, we want to thank you, Darrell, for hanging with us again, bud.
Okay, well, thank you, Jack.
Okay, take care, man.
Okay, adios.
See you. All right, folks. Again, thanks to all you guys coming around, hanging with us. Tomorrow night, we got a meeting here at the clubhouse. Saturday is our prospecting or our metal detecting hunt. And then on March, well, we're in March, so the 25th, 26th is the Meadview push up there in Meadview on one of the mining claims. I think there's only like 3 spots left, 2 or 3 spots left, if I remembered right. So that's going to be fun. Other than that, Jack, okay, so you guys all take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic week. And until our paths cross again, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Please like, share, subscribe, all that type of cool stuff, as they say. Anyways, have a fantastic week, everybody. Thanks for watching. Take care. Talk to you later.